back to my channel, and today I'm gonna be telling y'all about my labor and delivery story. Okay, so if you follow me on Instagram or you got me on Snapchat, then you already know it's gonna be 2 parts to this story. If you don't, now you know. So watch this video and stay tuned for part 2. Let's get into it. I had my baby on a Monday, so I started experiencing labor and contractions on Saturday night. So it all started off around 7 or 8 p.m. I started getting minor contractions. They was like period cramps, you know, just like everybody else say. When they say period cramps, they don't be lying. It's true. I also had a really bad headache, and my headache was so bad that I started crying. And I was over my boyfriend's grandmother's house at the time because my family had just went out of town like Thursday. They went to Mississippi, so I was where I'm at now, his grandmother's house. And he was like, you know, babe, calm down, don't get too hyped up. Like, I was crying so bad, like, I need some medicine. He like, you don't need no medicine, you can fight this, you can do this. So, you know, I calmed down or whatever, and later on throughout the night, my headache went away, but I still was experiencing cramping. And I told him, like, I'm cramping or whatever. And he was like, okay, let's, you know, see what happens from here. So that night when we went to sleep, I couldn't even get comfortable and sleep right. Like, the contractions, they wasn't bad, but they were pretty uncomfortable. So I couldn't sleep knowing, you know, that pain. Like, say if you sleep and you start getting cramps, you gonna wake up and then you might not be able to go back to sleep. That's how it was for me, only I couldn't go to sleep. So I was just tossing and turning all night, and he didn't even know because he's a hard sleep. So when we woke up that Sunday, my contractions still wasn't bad. So we just sat around the house. He played his video game, and I was, you know, probably on the iPad watching YouTube videos, watching TV or whatever. So as the day went on, you know, my contractions slowly started to pick up. Probably around 12 p.m. or 1 p.m., they picked up some more. And by then, they had picked up so much that I needed to rock back and forth, you know, to kind of help subside the pain. And that helped. Around like 5:30, 6 o'clock, they really picked up. By that time, they were, in the beginning, when it was just like period cramps, you know, I wasn't really paying attention to the time, but when they picked up, it was probably like 15 minutes apart. Then when they picked up around 5:30, 6 o'clock, they was 5 minutes apart. So by that time, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start timing. And they lasted like that for an hour plus. So I was like, babe, I think it's time. Like, I think we finna have this baby. He like, no, babe, it ain't time. It can't be time. I'm like, yeah, I think it's time. And I think we need to, you know, get ready to go to the hospital. He like, you sure? I'm like, yeah. So he told his granny, like, granny, we finna go to the hospital because, you know, she having contractions and she been having them since last night. She was like, oh, really? We like, yeah. She like, okay, let me know what happened. We're like, all right. So do get to 5 minutes or less, you need to time it for at least an hour or 2 before you call the hospital and say, hey, I think I'm in labor. I think I'm gonna come in. So that's what I did. So after he told his granny that we was gonna go to the hospital, I went home because my hospital bag was at my house. So I had to go get my hospital bag, you know, finish putting the last few touches on it. And I also took a shower. You know, I wanted to be fresh, smelling clean. I was gonna give birth to a baby. So, you know, everything was gonna be exposed, and I needed to be, you know, up to par. I called the hospital as well to let them know, like, hey, I think I'm in labor, and I think I want to come in. So there you have it, part 1 of my labor and delivery story. I know nothing spectacular, nothing crazy, but, you know, just an insight of how I, you know, went through labor and my delivery. So if you want to see part 2, like this video, comment down below, subscribe, tell your auntie, your uncle, your brother, your sister, your grandma, your grandpa, your dog, and your cat to come watch this video, like this video, subscribe, and I will see y'all next time.